right, so welcome back here to Breakthrough. This is strategy, execution, and results for your business. Today's topic is, of course, what you see right there on screen, keeping your best customers and getting them to make you money. Before we jump into that, though, I want to do a product review. Now, a product review, we do features and reviews here on Breakthrough. The review is where nobody's paying us. Nobody's asking us to put it on here. We go out into the market, we look at the big problems, and we come back with a product that we think works for you in the restaurant business. This is an important one, and that is the problem. The problem is third-party delivery has a ton, as you can see, a ton of options. This is just a handful, but plus, you see this big number here, 40 plus other third-party ordering apps. Here's what happens, though. These things, you've seen them. Maybe you go to your favorite restaurant and there's like this tablet farm that sits there on the front counter. Every one of those is coming in with an order from Postmates, Uber Eats, Grubhub, whatever it might be. And every time one of those orders comes in, most restaurants have to go in and take that order, transpose it into their own POS. Takes time, takes effort, pulls people off the floor, consumes amount of labor, but biggest issue is accuracy going back in. So it's basically double entry for your point of sale. Wrong way to do it, guys. That's the wrong way. You got to go through these things like this right here before, and hopefully it's tying directly into your point of sale system. That's the big challenge of the industry. It's one that really hurts right now for third party. And I think we have some solutions here for you today. So we're going to talk about a company that's called ItsaCheckMate. And ItsaCheckMate basically fills kind of a void where I like these guys is they're going after the small chains and independents. So that's something that I find, at least when you look at the market, that's the biggest size of the market out there. So it's important when we're looking at products and services is that they fit the larger share of market. You can have a solution for a QSR chain that has 15 or 20,000 locations, someone like a McDonald's or a Burger King, or Starbucks, but that's great. It doesn't scale necessarily down into the independents or into the small chains. This product does, and basically it's kind of done it through some interesting things. One is they eliminated the setup fee, which is a big deal. I think as you as owner-operators know, the fees to get this thing going, because this is already, remember, you're already getting fees from all those different, we'll go back a slide, from all these amazing companies right here. You're already getting those fees, so you need something that's really going to set you up without having to go into those fees. And another thing I like about this is they don't charge per platform or per order. Monthly rates start basically for 2 delivery platforms per location, and then they jump for basically an unlimited amount. So it's, I mean, if you are a brand that maybe is committing to 1 or 2 platforms, pretty cheap, $85 a month. Where you jump to like $100 a month for the other one. So that's a great service. I think it's an excellent value. Here's some other features that I think are kind of interesting when you look at the overall. This is the landscape of on-demand third-party ordering right now. Look at the size of this marketplace. So if you have guests that are, let's just use one that is like right here, Jetson, probably unheard of, but you might be using them. And the likelihood is that you've got to figure out how do you plug into Jetson, or are they going to have that tablet out there for Jetson? Slice, Ritual, Ninefold. This is the group right here. Obviously, Uber Eats, Postmate, DoorDash, the big guys up there on top, ChowNow, Grubhub. All these are tied into this particular app, which is a great product, I think, that can help you guys, one, save time and labor, which is a cost to you, and also improve your accuracy, which is a huge deal, and one I think that really matters. Here's some brands that are using this product right here, which I think is great. You got guys like Five Guys, big brand, Burger 21, Lemonade, not too large, but a real power player. Dig In, Adam Eskins out of a shop out of New York. This is a small operation right here, but they do a lot of volume. So if you're a high-end, high-volume independent, this would be a good example to see how these guys are doing it. Gregory's Coffee, awesome coffee, by the way. If you've ever had a chance to get to Gregory's, you got to do that. All right, but it doesn't stop there. No, you have to make sure that this thing plugs into point of sale systems that you have. So here's an option right here quickly that shows you the number of POS systems that are out there. So you've got a lot of the the cloud POSs like Toast and Revel and Lavu. And then you go into companies like Cake, which is, I think, Cisco's product, or Clover. Maybe you're using Clover, Touch Bistro, Speedline if you're a company that's maybe doing more pizza business. The point is that they've got a lot of POS system integration, and that's one of the key assets of a company like this that you have to have in place. All right, so moving to the big points, and that is really what are the killer apps of this particular service. Free trial, 2 weeks, 0 setup fee, and then this easy pricing. So it just doesn't get any easier. When I looked at basically the landscape, I came down to 3 companies that I thought were doing it right. And of course, ItsaCheckMate was one of them. But if you want to make sure that it's right for you, compare it. Compare it to some other companies. One that I would recommend is Chowly and then also Otter. These are 3 companies that do the same exact thing, but in essence, they have a few different features, a little different pricing tiers. But the main thing is they're solving a huge business problem, and that is double entry and labor accuracy that must be addressed when it comes to third-party delivery. And I can go in for hours on why this is important in terms of your guest acquisition and keeping your guest happy. So this whole episode is about how to keep your best guests. Using a product and service like this is going to do that because you're not going to be making those mistakes. You're going to speed things up, and you're going to ensure that the product gets to your guests right and on time. So make sure and check them out. If you guys have any great questions, or maybe you have a great product that you'd like us to review right here on Breakthrough, just send it right over to me. You can shoot us an email to producer@foodabletv.com. And if you're looking for consulting experience, or you're looking for maybe a keynote speaker at your event, make sure and hit up paulbarongroup.com. We will be right there with you to help you, whether it's your business or help train your operators and your partners. So make sure and check us out there if you get a chance. And we'll be right back here with 3 cool strategies that I think you're going to love.